evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Dan Hagan. Much of the Northwoods is under very high fire danger right now. Since Wednesday of last week, there have been 12 wildfires in Lincoln, Oneida, and Vilas counties. Fortunately, these fires were all quickly contained. The largest burned around 2 acres, most burned less than an acre. Half of these fires started from debris burning, which is the leading cause of all wildfires statewide. Officials encourage property owners to seek different ways to get rid of yard waste, such as community compost sites. When burning, always check the DNR fire restriction website, which is updated every morning. Firefighters are battling a fire near White Lake right now, stopping traffic on Highway 64. Eagle River has a new bike shop for the summer thanks to a local boat club. Your boat club in Eagle River added a bike store to its property today. This new bike shop fills a hole left when another store closed in the fall of 2021, right in the height of soaring interest in biking during the pandemic. The store owner says this is a great place for people to try out new bikes.
We have a full rental fleet, from e-bikes, hybrids, to just regular pedal bikes. And we do rentals. You can do half days, full days. We'll rent them by the week.
The bike club only took 30 days from start to finish to complete. With the new shop in town, the owner is helping work toward a new bike trial nearby.
You know, especially with the locale here, Eagle River, for instance, has trails. You can ride all the way to 3 Lakes. We're hoping our friends in town of Lincoln will okay and approve this new trail going through.
He met with the local bike association recently and will be meeting Tuesday at Lincoln Township to work on the approval process. It's part of an effort to connect Eagle River to the heart of the Vilas bike trail system. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us from somewhere in the United States. Jeff, it looks kind of nice out there.
Hey Dan, I'm on the move again, smack dab in the middle of the Mojave Desert. In fact, I am in Arizona, but Nevada is right there, and this is the Hoover Dam. It's hard to convey the grandness of this thing. It's just huge. I'm here for several reasons, but I did find some friends from Michigan. Hello, friends from Michigan. Yeah! We're all having a good time here. You know, Las Vegas is right over there. We have a good night planned tonight at 10 o'clock later on. I'll be actually on the strip downtown Las Vegas. Let's check out our weather, though, back home first. There's some things to talk about tonight. First off, temperatures. So temperatures here in the 70s out there currently. That is a bit above average. That's going to be fuel for thunderstorms tonight, especially across parts of western Wisconsin. So right now we're hanging out low to mid 70s across our area. But look at the radar. You can see we have some clouds off to the west of us. And earlier today, a severe storm worked across northwestern parts of Wisconsin. That will likely recur tonight right around sunset across parts of central and eastern Wisconsin. And any of those could be strong to locally severe with some gusty winds, some hail, and some torrential downpours. All right, here's the bigger picture. This storm actually came through our area yesterday here with 60-mile-per-hour winds and a haboob here in Las Vegas yesterday. Caused all sorts of problems with air traffic control. That is now pushed off into the plains and up toward you all. You will have that severe weather across the Great Lakes tonight. But our forecast in tonight, though, we're talking about clouding over, some potentially strong and loud thunderstorms tonight. We'll keep an eye on those for you with low temperatures down near 60. Your full forecast is coming up. Dan?
Thanks, Jeff. New data shows that gun violence skyrocketed in the U.S. during the pandemic, which further strained hospitals dealing with COVID patients. In a new report, the Department of Health and Human Services said there were about 62,000 firearm-related incidents in the U.S. between March of 2020 and February 2021. Based on previous trends, that's 15% higher than expected. That resulted in a 34% jump in firearm injuries, adding nearly 4,500 excess deaths on top of that. This was at a time when gunshot victims were competing for beds in overcrowded ICUs across the country. Police in Madison are investigating what they are calling a targeted arson at a pro-life organization. Madison police say someone threw a Molotov cocktail into the Wisconsin Family Action Office over the weekend. Here's the latest from Madison.
Smoke damage, the water damage, the glass damage, all of that. It's just, it's terrible.
For Julaine Appling, an unexpected trip to her office on Mother's Day.
The building management got a hold of me about 7:45. and told me that there had been a breach in our office.
Inside, clear signs of fire damage, and outside, vandalism.
I'm standing here in front of a sign that's threatening my life.
The words, "If abortions aren't safe, then you aren't either," spray painted on the building's walls.
I respect the right for people to disagree with them, but we've never had anything that materialized like this.
Damage to the Office of Wisconsin Family Action, an anti-abortion nonprofit, which the group's president believes was motivated by the possible overturning of Roe v. Wade.
They have every right to be angry, but the anger cannot translate into what you're looking at behind me or what you saw in my office.
But not knowing by whom.
We truly are trusting people. I never even thought about security cameras.
Appling now worried about the safety of her staff.
They may not have been killed because it wasn't that strong, but you certainly would have been harmed by just supplying glass.
But standing firm in her beliefs.
I'm not going to back down on our opinion. We're not going to take a different position and change what we believe at our core.
Wisconsin Family Action will be back on the job, but the office staff will be working remotely. The Marathon County Sheriff's Office is searching for a missing person. Alana Lee Jagodinsky, age 32, was last seen at her parents' home in Wausau near Shenandoah Ridge Road. She left on foot without a purse or cell phone. No foul play is suspected right now. The Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with further information to contact their office. One person is dead following a weekend crash in Langlade County. According to the Sheriff's Office there, crews were paged to a single vehicle accident shortly before 9 a.m. Saturday morning. The accident happened southeast of Antigo in the town of Norwood near the intersection of County Road D and Evergreen Road. There was only one person in the vehicle, and he was transported to an area hospital where he was pronounced dead. The victim's name wasn't immediately released, but the Sheriff's Office says the victim was an 80-year-old Antigo man. The crash remains under investigation. Spring is a time when most people are thinking about cleaning, and so is the City of Rhinelander's Water Utility Department. Cleaning for them means flushing fire hydrants. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson explains why it's important to do this every year.
Most days, Todd Everson isn't standing on the side of the road draining fire hydrants. But today was different.
We do this once or twice a year. Normally we're checking sewers and sometimes checking hydrants and other water valves in the city.
They do it for many reasons. It helps clear out unwanted minerals and make sure the fire hydrant is ready to go if there's a fire.
We're flushing the hydrants so we can release the iron and manganese and calcium deposits in the pipes, and to check the hydrants to make sure they're operating properly.
This is one of around 250 fire hydrants the city will be flushing over the next 3 weeks. While this is for the best, some people could see discoloration in their water. Water utility foreman Tom Roser says don't be alarmed if this happens.
At the end of that flushing day, when you were through your area, I'd run some cold tap water just to make sure your lines are clean, especially if you're doing laundry. Just like laundry, flushing fire hydrants is something Everson has to do, and thankfully he likes it.
It's nice. I get to get outside and enjoy the day like today. In the winters, it's kind of tough because it's cool, but you just deal with it.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson.
The fire hydrant flushing will run Monday through Thursday during the morning and early afternoon. The city will flush fire hydrants again at the end of the summer. Coming in after the break, we'll have our full weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller live from the Hoover Dam.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
People have been wondering, what's gotten into Lindsay? But it's really what Lindsay's gotten into, Planet Fitness. And now through May 10th, you can join for $1 down and only $10 a month. Join now and feel fit-tacular for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. But hurry, deal ends Tuesday, May 10th.
Carpet City. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's grand opening sale and receive massive savings along with free carpet installation. Take advantage of grand opening savings at the brand new Eagle River store and all existing locations. Come see why builders and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs. And receive huge savings at the Carpet City Flooring Center grand opening sale.
Our prices will floor you. Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with replacement windows from Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call the number below now to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. Now is the time to say goodbye to high maintenance and inefficiencies and say hello to our beautiful replacement windows. Our windows are custom built in America, made with exclusive composite Fibrex material, are low maintenance, and won't warp or bow like vinyl does. And when combined with the best people in the industry and a superior process, you get Renewal by Andersen's signature service. A unique start-to-finish process skillfully guided by our industry experts so you can feel confident in your decisions and more comfortable in your home. Our spring savings event won't last long. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Call now before it expires. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
People have been wondering,
what's happening to Lindsay?
But it's really what Lindsay's gotten into, Planet Fitness. And now through May 10th, you can join for $1 down and only $10 a month. Join now and feel fit-tacular for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. But hurry, deal ends Tuesday, May 10th.
Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us live from the Hoover Dam right on the Arizona and Utah border. Jeff, what have you been up to? Have you been enjoying your travels?
Oh, yes. So I'm on the move again, Mr. Dan. This is a beautiful location, by the way, next to, of course, Arizona and Nevada. I am on the Arizona side. Nevada is right over there. And it's impossible to kind of show in pictures the grandness of this thing. If you look on top of the dam right there, those are people and cars traveling across the dam, which, of course, go through security checkpoint first. I'm out here for several reasons, of course, one of which is Lake Mead, which is right here to my left, at its lowest level since the dam was built back in the 1930s. The problem with that is this is the United States' largest reservoir. About 20 million people depend on this water source for fresh water, and 6 states and Mexico share this water once it goes through the dam and downriver. And, sharing these days is not always easy when there's a lack of water to get downstream.
It's been some strange conditions right now in that area of the country. Can you tell us what's going on?
Yeah, well, certainly there's been a decades-long drought across the west. I'm in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Of course, it's supposed to be dry, but most of the water that comes into this watershed comes from just west of the Denver area, Utah region, and flows into the Colorado River. It will take about 17 years of above average precipitation to bring this lake level back up to where it's supposed to be. The last time it was full pool was back in 1983, and you can see the bathtub ring right along the dam right there. It's about 130 feet below that point right now, so they could use a lot of rainfall out here, and they had some rainfall yesterday. In fact, yesterday, a haboob, I know that sounds dirty, but it's not. It's a weather event came through the region yesterday, did all sorts of messing with the air travel. I was supposed to be in the Grand Canyon today. We had to cancel that and park ourselves here, but overall, I think this is a beautiful scene. Let's check our weather back home right now. We have some things to get through tonight. We're talking about thunderstorms back in the forecast for this evening. Right now, they're roaming across parts of western Wisconsin. There is a tornado watch across parts of western Wisconsin now, into parts of Minnesota. Severe weather is ongoing there. That will be in our neck of the woods tonight. Now, we're talking probably 8, 9, 10 o'clock this evening. Devin and Conrad are, of course, back at the station. I'll be watching it live here in the field for you. We will keep you abreast of all situations this evening, but they could get kind of loud with some gusty winds, small hail, and some very heavy downpours in there as well. All right, so here's the big picture, and there's that system that came through here yesterday. Right now across Minnesota, a very wound up low pressure system, lots of wind with it, caused that dust storm, the haboob yesterday here across the west, but that is now parts of Michigan into parts of Minnesota, moving away, bringing severe weather across the Great Lakes this evening. All right, so here I am looking pretty good, right, over Mojave Desert. A beautiful area. If you have not been here before, there's tons to do. Of course, Las Vegas is right over there, about 35, 40 minutes. And, of course, Phoenix is that way. And, of course, this is the Hoover Dam, the Pat Tillman Bridge. Just a lot to see around this entire area. 10 o'clock will be live from the Strip on downtown Las Vegas. All right, but here's the weather we're watching for tonight. The best chance for severe weather will likely stay confined across parts of western Wisconsin, but they'll be dying out as they reach western and parts of central Wisconsin tonight. So likely some loud storms. So if your dog does not like that, make sure you help them out because they're not going to like the weather tonight with likely some storms across our region. All right, temperatures are a source of this, right? Heat today back in the 70s. You can feel a bit more humid out there as well. That'll be the case tonight. That's all fuel for thunderstorms that'll be coming through the region this evening. And there's more heat to the west, so we're going to get warmer before we get cooler, right? So we're going to have a roller coaster ride on temperatures this week, above average tomorrow. In fact, look at this 7-day temperature trend. We're going to go for a ride. First, here the average is 64 is the average, record high being 95. That is not in jeopardy. However, on Thursday into Friday, there could be a couple record highs in jeopardy Thursday or Friday around north central Wisconsin because look at 85 is the forecasted high temperature on Thursday. That's not normal. The average high is still in the 60s as you saw before we fall back down again later parts of next week. All right, our forecast then for tonight, though, is clouding over, showers and storms out there, any of which could be strong to locally severe, gusty winds, some small hail, torrential downpour, and likely loud with some thunder in there, and muggy low temperatures down near 60. For tomorrow, scattered storms again. They'll be widely scattered, though, off and on kind of all day long, about a 30% chance with those. So most of you will actually stay dry before some more storms get in tomorrow evening. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows the story, right? Tomorrow, some storms. Wednesday, some storms isolated. More storms on Thursday, followed by a pattern change. We're going to cool off over the weekend with temperatures back in the 50s by the middle of next week. Dan?
Thank you, Jeff. We'll have more from him at 6 and 10. The rising temperatures here in the Northwoods have people looking for cold treats. One Northwoods ice cream shop is extra fresh this summer. This summer marks the 30th season of the Windmill Ice Cream Shop being opened near Nokomis, and it includes some upgrades. Owner Pat Berg is excited for another great season of scooping ice cream. After years of success, Berg has made a few changes to the historic windmill.
We put the side door in so we have an entry and an exit, so the people aren't walking through the people waiting with their ice cream, you know, and this makes it, the flow is wonderful.
The new side door allows access for wheelchairs as well. With 30 years of wear and tear, Berg has been working hard to keep the ice cream shop looking sharp. This includes a fresh coat of paint on the iconic windmill blades.
We get a lot of boat traffic, a lot. Pontoons loaded with people, and we put in the new dock. It must be two years ago.
The ice cream shop is located right on Lake Nokomis off of County Highway L. After a strong opening weekend, Berg is excited for the summer to come. Nicolay College will be showing 2 films at their theater inside the Lakeside Center this week, and it's free admission. The first film is called Capernaum and shows the story of a boy living in the slums of Beirut, Lebanon. It airs tomorrow at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. The second film is called Two Spirits. It discusses the Navajo spiritual nature of gender and a young victim of hate crime. It airs Thursday at 5 p.m. Dog owners know that storms can make your pets frantic. Coming up after the break, an Iowa man lost his dog during a windstorm and never thought he'd get it back. We'll be right back.
Summer's here, and it's time to refresh your space, indoor or out. Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Explore our comfortable living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio, and more.
Oh, love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads.
It's Chevy Sport Utility Spring. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing or get a $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Menards is here to help with your outdoor projects. General Purpose Concrete Mix is great for patios, walkways, and posts. All you have to do is add water, mix, and pour. Our selection of concrete mix is all 11% off. Keep your home's exterior beautifully protected with vinyl siding. Cedar Creek Vinyl Siding is low maintenance and comes in 16 colors, ready to install. All vinyl siding is 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Did you know you can start your 4-year degree locally and get the same college experience closer to home? From the moment you step onto our campus, we'll be there for you, supporting your dreams, saving you money, and giving you a well-rounded academic and social experience with student housing, clubs, sports, and leadership opportunities. With NTC's liberal arts transfer degree, you can start here and go anywhere, including guaranteed transfer to UW-Madison. North Central Technical College. Transferability made easy.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Are you sleeping in pain but dread mattress shopping? Come to Slumberland, where each bed is rated for back support and softness.
In Iowa, a man has been reunited with his prized English setter hunting dogs after the two ran off during a storm. One of the dogs returned just days later, but George Hemman thought he'd never see the other dog again. Marcus McIntosh has the story.
This is George Hemman and his beloved English setter hunting dogs, Ginger, the darker dog, and Basil, the lighter dog. Both ran off in late April. Ginger appeared days later. After 10 days, he had lost hope he would ever find Basil.
I told my friend, I said, I'm never going to see that dog again. And by golly, about 2 minutes later, the phone rang, and it was a vet clinic. They said, hey, there's a guy in Harlan, Iowa that's got your dog.
He was happy to drive the 45 or so miles to Harlan to get Basil, a distance Hemman says is not important. What is important is he now has both his dogs home. He is thankful for the man who found Basil.
He said that he just had a love for dogs, and he just wanted to make sure the owner and the dog got back together.
George says it is likely Basil survived on roadkill the 10 days he spent going from Guthrie Center to Harlan. During that time, the search was intense. Neighbors helped him search the fields near his home. He even took to Facebook to get the word out, a reward that ballooned from $500 to $4,500. It was turned down by the man who found Basil. Finding Ginger was not as dramatic or take as long. In fact, after being missing for 4 days, Ginger found him.
I was sitting in a chair on the yard, and all of a sudden I looked across, and here came this dog.
He says the dogs went missing when he let them outside on a rainy, windy Friday, April 22nd.
They're probably just going to hunt a little bit and come back to the house.
After years of owning English setters, George says they have never taken off before. Apparently, there is a first time for everything.
With Angus beef, melty Swiss, and bacon between toasted sourdough. Oh, yeah. The Frisco Angus Burger is for those who know an icon when they see one. Because flavor like this is always in style. Bite into the Frisco Angus Burger, part of the Frisco menu, only at Hardee's.
And I walked right into U.S. Cellular and I said I want to choose any phone in here for free.
What'd he say?
He said, sure. Really nice guy. I had my pick of any phone from any brand, free, even the newest ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got the big screen?
Yeah.
Big storage?
Yeah.
Fits in your pocket?
Fits in my pocket. You know, it's a big phone, and that's what I wanted, and I got what I wanted.
At U.S. Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Best things in life are free.
Just wait until he hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation? Are you kidding me? Yeah!
Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 1 year. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Some numbers are inspiring. Some playful. Some worth celebrating. After an accident,
there's one critical number that helps you get your life back by factoring in your needs for today and tomorrow. That's where Habish, and Rotier's numbers really add up. With over 90 years of client successes and 13 offices to help you wherever you are. No other personal injury law firm is better suited to get the amount that's right for you.
With Cellcom, new and existing customers get the same great deals, both fair and clear. What's not clear is how to navigate a roundabout.
Wait for it. Now? I'm going now. I'm trying.
Okay, breathe and go.
We're in.
Navigating roundabouts? Unclear. Getting the same great deals whether you're a new or existing customer? Crystal clear. Cellcom. Clarity in a cloudy world.
Now how do we get out?
I'm getting dizzy.
With ham, melty cheese, and an egg on toasted sourdough. Oof. The recipe for standing out is keeping things simple, making this breakfast your most iconic meal of the day. Bite into the Frisco Breakfast Sandwich, part of the Frisco menu only at Hardee's.
Turtles are starting to move around right now. They usually breed in late May and June. They often cross roads to lay their eggs in higher ground. Turtles getting run over by cars is a leading cause of the decline in turtle numbers in Wisconsin, so please drive with caution near wetlands and help small turtles across the road if it's safe. For larger turtles, a DNR biologist recommends sliding them onto a car mat and then dragging them across the road. Thanks so much for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 5. Nightly News with Lester Holt is up next.